You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network. You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket.
That's right, everybody. Boss of the big board, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Back at you live at the VSX Digital Studios talking this NBA basketball with my main man, Zach Wise. Zach, are you still on the line with me?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get into it, man. This is a team that's been shocking a lot of people, haven't been playing too well, tons of injuries. I think they have lost the complete magic. Rotation number 579, the Golden State Warriors, plus 10 heading over to the Tundra. Rotation number 580, the Milwaukee Bucks. Right now, Milwaukee's 0-1. Lost last night on that Jason Tatum travel pull-up jumper. I know you guys are hating. I'm just a different type of person. If I would have tried that, it would have been a turnover. But nevertheless, the Bucks minus 10 at home. Right before the commercial break, you said you think these guys are going to win by a lot more than that. Let's get into it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, how are they going to stop Drew Holiday? How are they going to stop Chris Middleton? The Warriors roster is very overmatched. Andrew Wiggins is ice cold to start the year. Steph could put up 50, but they don't have the system right now. They're out of sorts without Draymond. There's no defensive identity. Don't love Eric Pascal this year. So all in all, look, Kelly Oubre is going to throw down flashy dunks. Andrew Wiggins might score 30. Who knows? But Bucks have Giannis, they have Middleton, they have Holiday, and then their center situation's a mess. They're starting Wiseman, but he's only playing a third of the minutes with Looney and Marquise Chris. They don't have the star power. The Bucks are just going to run up the score. It's basically going to be, let's have Christmas dinner early while this game is happening. That's how it's going to end up. I'm sorry. I love the Warriors.
Man, the Warriors. I mean, I told folks 2-3 years ago, did I not? I know you've been listening to the show for a couple of years. Didn't I tell you a couple of years ago that whole Kevin Durant thing was going to blow up in their face, and when he leaves, he's going to leave a trail of destruction? Let's not forget, he was hurt about what they broke up in Oklahoma City back in the day. And that was a great team that I feel that could have contended for a championship out west. But each and every one of these players have been very, very successful individually on their other teams. Shout out to Russell Westbrook coming over to the Eastern Conference with Kevin Durant. Interesting to see that matchup, Brooklyn and Washington. We'll get into the Brooklyn game next. But the Milwaukee Bucks last night, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Drew Holiday, these guys are a new big three, and I think they're going to be causing a lot of havoc in the Eastern Conference because the only thing that I can see being an Achilles heel is Giannis has to get into a one-on-one defensive situation. He just doesn't have it yet. He needs a whisperer. He needs someone to help him get over the hump. This is a betting show. Minus 10. Do you think anyone should lay that this early in the season with the Bucks coming off of a loss, even though their stars are playing at a high level early on? Go ahead.
Yeah, because the Warriors, if the Nets played their starters more than 25 minutes, it would have beaten the Warriors by 45 instead of 26. So, yeah, no question. Look, I like the Warriors. I like Steve Kerr. Last year, they beat the Rockets on Christmas, so things do happen, but not this year. Bet the Bucks minus 10. Get your money. Get all that money back for your gift.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Go with my main man, Zach Wise, telling you take Giannis in the Bucks, rotation number 580. Lay the 10. Money line is too expensive. You got to save some of that money to pay for your bills. And let's talk about them. Just we're mentioning them. Rotation number 581. Brooklyn's in the house. Let's talk about it without a doubt. Minus 3 going over to the team that just beat the Bucks. Rotation number 582. The Boston Celtics plus 3 at home. Boston 1-0. Brooklyn 1-0. This is the star game that they want to see. Irving Durant. This is the game. Is Kyrie going to bring Sage, or is he going to be smoking a little something else on the sideline? But nevertheless, plus 3 Boston at home. Brooklyn minus 3. New era in Brooklyn. New team. Superstars abound. This is the one. 5 o'clock Eastern time. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com, click the live FUBO TV link, and watch the game free on me. That's my Christmas gift to you. I'm hooking you guys up to make sure that you can bet this dog. I'm all over the Boston Celtics in this game. I know that's really shockingly, but again, home dog, Christmas Day. Can't give up on the home dog on Christmas Day. They had a great win over the Bucks. A lot of confidence surging. Jason Tatum was one of the last guys to get trained by the late, great Kobe Bryant. I could see it all in his game last night. The fadeaway, the pull-up jumper. Again, this is a player who wants to make his statement in the league, and he can do it early by pulling off a win against this retooled Brooklyn Nets team. But what say ye, Zach? Go ahead.
I'm taking Brooklyn in this game. I have to disagree with you, but I can see the Celtics winning. They just always find a way to win, but not this time. You know why? Because Kevin Durant and Kyrie are just too good together, and if for some reason one of them's not, you got Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie. You could all score 25 in any game at any time. You got good rim protection. Boston's undersized. Watch for it's not a prop, JB, but I want to see a prop over under 7 alley-oop dunks, DeAndre and Jared Allen combined.
Ooh, man, I like that. It's interesting. Now let's talk about it a little bit because the Nets are coming off of, again, they had a paper win over the Warriors, really was a tune-up, and they're on the road, Eastern Conference, no fans, ballers versus ballers. The Celtics have them. The Celtics have them in spades. And again, you're talking about a team that really, yesterday, it was a short loss. It was a short loss, okay? Jaylen Brown, 38 minutes, 33 points, helping out Jason Tatum. Even Tristan Thompson, your old man from Cleveland, 22 minutes, 12 points, 8 rebounds. So when you talk about two guys who can match, Jeff Teague coming off the bench, 25 points, and he was able to give you, 25 minutes, and able to give you 19 points. So these players for the Celtics are buying into the system. They dropped a lot of dead weight, players they didn't need. Now they're gunning for that Eastern Conference championship. And again, the premier team in the Eastern Conference, everyone's saying it's Brooklyn, but let's not forget about the boys over in Boston. Shout out my main man, Jeff Dawson over at East Coast Sports Invest, I know he's going to be liking me talking about his Celtics like this, but I really think the Celtics +3 at home on Christmas Day. It's the NBA marquee matchup, the marquee team. They need to get a win. I know the Lakers play later on, and we're going to get into that, but this game right here, +3 at home after taking a hard loss with Milwaukee. JB, the ticket says go with that home dog. Rotation number 582, the Boston Celtics. And Zach likes the Brooklyn Nets on the road, -3. So he's telling you to take rotation number 581. Jumping into this next game, my main man, Luka, coming in to drop the basketball in the Staples Center. Rotation number 583, the Dallas Mavericks, 0-1, took a tough loss last night, going up against the also 0-1, but the NBA champion, Los Angeles Lakers. At home, rotation number 584, -6, the Lakers. Starting the season with a loss after the ring ceremony. Seems to be another one of those Madden curse type things. Do you think that Luka can come in and cover that +6? He looked very, very sharp last night, getting to the basket, moving well, seems to be healed up from his injuries. I think that's an easy cover if Luka can find his game. Go ahead.
As good as Luka does look, JB is battling another injury that he did suffer in that first game. No matter how healthy he is, he doesn't have his boy KP. Kristaps isn't there, so who's going to stand up to Anthony Davis? Nobody. He's going to have a monster game. I think that the new Lakers, Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder, will have a massive impact on this one. And I'd love to tell you that Dallas is going to win. I'd love to say that, their wing players and Josh Richardson and Tim Hardaway Jr. can hit the three enough to lead them to the win. But I think the Lakers are going to be too much. I think that LeBron James, fully healthy, is ready for a big Christmas performance with his boy AD. I see the Lakers covering 6.5.
Yeah, the Lakers covering 6.5. And again, you can watch these games tomorrow live, FUBO TV. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all the folks that are celebrating live here with us at the Vegas Scoreboard Express studios. Now, again, the Lakers are a team that really, in my opinion, they have all the pieces for a repeat. However, when you take an early season loss like they did to the Clippers, their nemesis in the West early on in the season, blowing up my ticket, 116-109, losing on Tuesday. Is this a team that has the mental fortitude to say, look, we're going to dominate the NBA this year, doesn't matter what's going on? Go ahead.
Regular season, I don't think so. I think that it's going to be a team that turns it on probably with 10 to 20 games left. Because, JB, this year's a little different. You got the first 36 games scheduled. We don't have the second 36 yet. So it's kind of a two halves of one season. First half, I think the Lakers might limp a little bit. They'll probably like a 22-14 type record first half. But as soon as we come back, you get to the stretch, they're going to keep winning. They're not going to stop winning. LeBron is going to have no excuses. They're going to want to get, quote-unquote, home court, whatever that means this year. And when the games start to matter, they'll win. And this is just going to be one of those, though, JB. Took the early loss to the Clippers. They're mad. They're going to take it out on the Mavericks. and there's really nothing the Mavericks do. I don't think they're tough enough to handle this Lakers team. Their size and their ability to just defend well at all 5 positions.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Rotation number 584. I'm going to go with the home team. Take those Lakers, maybe -6. Luka, I love you, but again, LeBron, too much for you at home, and you don't got the firepower to beat these guys on the road on Christmas Day after losing on the championship ring ceremony. Again, I'm telling you, LeBron's coming to play, probably dropping 40 or 50, giving us a Christmas game. And when we come back from this short commercial break, going to be talking that Clippers at the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets were showing fire early on in the playoffs, in the bubble. Is their bubble going to burst, or are the Clippers going to continue to roll? Vegas Scoreboard Express. Get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big boy. Vegas Scoreboard Basketball season is heating up, so stay in the game with FUBO TV. Get the NBA, NCAA, FIBA, and more. Get 7 days free at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled. Get FUBO TV.